So while in Lesotho, we served at one of the church campuses that they've got all over Lesotho. They've been having church here for 2.5 years, and we kind of noticed that it was just bare floor. There were no walls or roof or anything else like that. And just in working in the space, I felt extremely encouraged to just start stepping out and doing things that God has called me to do, because I was always the kind of person that just felt like I needed to be extremely comfortable before I do anything. And this really, really did challenge me to not really worry about my comfort, because if they can do church without walls and a roof in freezing cold weather, surely I can just step out and do what God has asked me to do.
So in Lesotho, we went on prayer walks. We had a lot of dinners with the pastors and some people from in the neighborhood. We helped start building a church. We did a lot of serving in the churches. We did some of our guys did some preaching and testimonies.
So in Lesotho, I don't think I've ever worn so many pairs of clothes at once, but it was quite incredible. There was this one day where we were asked to carry rocks to this church that they were busy building. And in that moment, it was like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. It's cold, these rocks are heavy, I'm weak, I don't know how to do this. But as we were working, people from the village started helping us, and there were like these old ladies who were picking up these huge rocks, and I was impressed. I was like, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. And to me, it was just like such a loud reminder how the weight we carry and how what we contribute really actually helps. So us carrying rocks, to us it might have just been carrying rocks, but to people in 2 years' time, it's going to be visiting a church. And so the little that you contribute always has a big impact, whether you believe it or not.
So while we were there, we went into hospitals, and the conditions there are pretty bad, but there's still so much hope and light in people's hearts. And there were people that got healed, there were people that just got a little bit more hope just from us being there in the presence of God in the place. And I feel like me personally, I got such a greater sense of self-worth and purpose, which was incredible.
Lesotho was more about serving the people versus evangelism in an area, whereas in Mozambique we'd walk around praying a lot more, and in Lesotho we'd serve a lot more.
What has been really different, and I'd say, would be the people. The pastor said to us that when somebody asks you how you're doing, no matter how you feel, you always tell them that you're doing good, because they always carry that hope with them. And I just thought that was incredibly encouraging to see people always so hopeful despite their circumstances.
So every single mission trip I've been to so far has been so great. Honestly, it's become quite a passion of mine to do outreaches and things. And I'm very excited to go on our next mission trip at the end of the year, a big one, so hopefully we can do amazing things with God.